Hey everyone, so what I'm going to do for today is to do a basic installation for MO2. There are a lot of advanced guides on YouTube, but just specifically for my viewers and my channel, just basically how to get things going. Very easy, like for MO2, for Skyrim and Fallout. So if you guys want more advanced ones, of course, there are lots out there. But this is basically just how to get up and running and get things moving and out the door. I've actually moved all of my games over now to MO2, which I'm currently using and having a lot of fun with it. It's a big learning curve at first, but if you can get over that, you'll actually start to enjoy the process. Vortex is super easy to just pop and drop, but if you want more advanced customization, this is the path you want to go to. So we're going to create a new instance. So we're going to create a new thing. So we want a global. And we're going to select Skyrim. So not SE. All right, so this can happen. So it's not detecting my original Skyrim files. So we're gonna have to browse manually to find them. So mine are under the D. So we're gonna go Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Skyrim. Select folder, should be good there. And I always click these off. Just always make sure a good habit of doing everything. And then the location, that's where you want the data to be. I typically like to have it in the same folder as D drive. My C drive is very small, so I don't like to deviate from that. So we're just going to have it in D. So we're just going to make a new folder called MO2 Old Rim. Select folder, press next. And it's going to load the INIs and everything, so let's finish. And category defaults is what I usually use. Oh, oh my god, my eyes are bleeding. So what I like to use is actually Paper Dark. Oh, that's better, man. Still got that flash of white in my eyes. So we're just going to make sure everything's all clicked off. I don't use high res texture for any of my games. It just causes too many problems. So this is where you can access your game folder, your My Games, and the INIs. So your INIs are going to be separate because MO2 uses its own folder apart from your Fallout 4 or Skyrim installation. So it's going to have its own list here of plugins. So this is where you want to edit your INIs. It's also good practice to also edit your documents, but this is primarily what you're going to be concerned about is what's in here. So that is where how you get your INIs. Over here is your plugins. There's your sort button there. And if there's any flags with any mods that are wrong, it'll come up with a red exclamation mark here. For instance, let's download something that has a requirement that we don't have. All right, so we got a few mods downloaded, so let's try some of them. So to install a mod, there's this icon right here, second from the far left. So we're going to install a new mod. Go to our downloads folder. Now let's try this Scarlet Dawn armor because it has a 7 based body requirement, so I don't know if that'll come up for us. I actually had a hard time finding these. There's a lot more requirements on the SC version. Okay, now that it's installed to the folder where we install MO. So now the mod's actually not activated, so we have to click this. And there it's activated, and there's actually no flags, but so it tells you the enabled masters that it relies on, and the author doesn't always show. And this is your load order, so you can change these as you need to. Very handy. And we'll try one more here. Cool, and let's add a mod that is not for Skyrim SE, so we'll get an error. Okay, here we go. So we're using the Lux Mirror from Fallout 4, and if you click mouse over this, so it shows you the origin, and the missing masters is that's the error it's going to show you. So it's Fallout 4.esm. Now, if you ever have a mod that has this exclamation mark, it'll tell you what you need to download. So for instance, if this was reliant on another mod, like let's say CBBE or something like that, it'll show up here for the missing masters. And that's what you need to download in order to make the game work. Okay, and over here as well, you're going to get conflicts as well. So if there's any conflicting mods, it'll show up in the conflicts category here. But there are none right now because I only have 2 mods installed. So that's good. And you can move these around in priority as well. And if you right click here, you can send to lowest priority, highest priority. And then you can also visit on the Nexus as well. So you can just right click to look at what the mod is. And here it pops up and shows it. And I'm not an expert by any means, but I just, I've got this working well. I don't exactly know how to do a lot of stuff, but you know, basic installation is important. And so what we're going to do is, we don't have FRSE installed, but if you guys do want to install something like that, what you would do is go here, go to add from file. And then if Skyrim SE was here, for instance, you would just right click and then select and then press apply, and then Skyrim SE will pop up under this list here. And you have to do the same as well for Body Slide to get that to work. So I'll show you guys. All right, and I want to reiterate again that I'm not an expert by any means. It's just I thought this might help someone out. If it doesn't, it's all good. So we're going to install Body Slide. Make sure it's enabled. Okay, now we're going to go to Edit, plus, Add from File. Now, actually what we need to do in order to get that address is we're going to open an Explorer, because it's got its own category, and we're going to Control C and copy that. Now we can add from File. We'll just paste in the location. And we go to Caliente Tools, Body Slide, and 64. Make sure that's set to Administrator, or you run into problems. Okay. Apply. Okay, and then we just do this and we press run. You want to run everything from this tab on the right here. You make sure that that's where it is. So game not found. So we're going to have to manually choose this, because I have 2 versions of Skyrim right now, so it gets kind of confused now and then. There we go. We got our path in. And you want to do this for FRSE, for your launcher, for any other programs you have, like the Body Slide, for FNIS if you use that. And I actually don't have CBB installed, so there won't be any of this stuff, but that's pretty much how you would do that. And that is how you install a brand new game in MO2. Let's just switch over to my SE profile. And once you're done with a profile, like let's say you don't play a game anymore, so you switch back to a different one. And I'm just going to delete that Skyrim profile because I don't play Skyrim on this. And we're going to delete that. And there we go. So we're all good there. And this is an example of a high load list. So in order to get my plugins to work, what I had to do was manually download ELSify for Fallout. And I'll just go over this quick if you guys need to do that. So like, you'll go way over your load order unless you convert your plugins to light. So what you got to do is do the R88 ESLify from the Skyrim page, and it works for Fallout 4 as well. Just make sure all the files you need are in your root folder of Fallout 4. So you need Fallout 4 edit and ESLify. Okay, and then you would just type in FL4. Okay, then it's going to bring up the script. And then it wants to know what you want to activate for a light plugin. And you press OK. Okay, and then it's going to do its thing, and you just press OK when it's done. And the actually program that you want is the Rudy88 ESLify on Skyrim Special Edition. You'll be able to just type it in the page, and it should show up for you. But I'll link it anyway, and it's right there. And I've actually had some major success with Fallout. It's kind of nice to be able to have the ease of working with your plugins and the conflicts and just seeing where the problems lie. On Vortex, it was a little harder for me to do that. So I didn't have a lot of success and I've had a lot of issues. Also, separating your files from your mod files is really nice to have. I don't want to mess with my current list, so we're going to close this. But you would just press OK. If you're doing it the first time, that box won't pop up, and that should be it there. So for instance, I was crashing nonstop on boot and I couldn't figure out what it was. So if you look at some of these missings, that's what it showed up as. And it was actually a weird mod. It was the TAC56 mod was crashing my game on boot up. And it was these two because it was interfering with this. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I like to share my knowledge with you guys and see where that goes. But other than that, we'll probably have some more stuff in the future. Maybe not MO2 related, but mod related for sure. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.